Welcome back, music students. Today we're looking at Ode to Joy for the ukulele, and we're specifically focusing on picking the melody. Now, as we've talked about in class, that means we don't need to worry about these chords that you see written above the music, so ignore these. We're just worried about the actual notes themselves, playing the melody, no chords. A little different than some of the other things we've been doing. So, a couple things I want to point out just as reminders. We've talked about it in class, but first of all, when I'm looking at this, if you remember the notes and how to play them just by looking at them from here, and you remember from our C major scale, awesome. But that's kind of hard. So the tab is really helpful in showing you exactly which string and which fret you need to play. But remember, when I take my instrument, when I'm looking at my instrument, it's like I'm viewing it this way actually. So let me reverse here. So I take my instrument and I go like this, I flip it up. This string here is actually the top line in the tab. So that string goes with that right there on the tab, okay? Even though when I'm actually playing it, that string's on the bottom. It's a little bit reverse thinking, and it can be kind of confusing at first, but I think you'll get used to it. And it's kind of like if I look down at my instrument, I can see this one is the top of the tab. So it's kind of like I'm looking down at it. All right, so, and hopefully you remember that the numbers mean which fret I'm playing. So on the beginning here, I'm playing this open E string, and I'm playing it all on the same string through there. So I'm playing open string, then first fret, third fret, first fret, open fret, or open. Okay? In the next one, now I'm switching strings for those. So it's second fret, open, open, second, back here, open on that string, and then here. So let me demonstrate this line here. I'm starting on my E string, that's the second one from the bottom. 1, 3, 3, 1, open, next string, up, 2, open, open, 2, open on the other string. Okay, that's the first line right there. You probably recognize the melody. It's a very famous melody. And the second line is very similar to it, right? Almost the same. So it starts out open, open, 1, 3, 3, 1, open. That's all the same. This is still the same. Other string, second, open, open, second. But here's where it's going to start to be a little different. I only get one open one there, and then I'm back to second on the other string, open, open. So here's this one, starting on the E string again, second from the bottom. Open, open, 1, 3, 3, 1, open, other string, open, open, 2, E string. Okay, so it's really similar. It only changes for these last 3 notes, all right? So right here is where you gotta watch out, okay? So that's the whole first half of the song. Very similar, and you're only working with those 2 strings, so that helps a lot. You might notice that when I play the third finger here, a lot of times I'm leaving my first finger down because it doesn't change anything, and it's easier actually if I'm going back to the first finger anyways, like what you see right here. Okay, so I'm going first finger and then third finger and back to first finger. I might as well just keep the first finger down. It doesn't change anything, and that way I don't accidentally, move it to the wrong spot. So I'll leave it there. Kind of a way to cheat on it, but it makes it easier. All right, third line of the song. Start on this string, so we got second, open string here, This one switches around a lot. This is the toughest line in the song. Look at how much I'm crossing strings, or I'm switching strings back and forth, only for a couple notes at a time. And I'm going to teach you another little cheat on this last note. You could, but you don't have to. You can change it and do it an open string for your top string. Okay? That third finger here is the same as the top open string. Listen to this one. They're the same pitch. So I can cheat at that spot and just use the top string open. And that's what I'm going to do. It's easier. And I'm giving you permission to do it, so it's not really cheating, is it? All right, so here we go. I'm starting on second string from the top, second finger, twice in a row, and then open, other string open, second, first string up. Whoop, I messed up. Did you catch that? I went to third finger instead of open. So let me start that line again. So I got second finger, other string open, back to this one open, second finger, other string first finger, open, other string open, 2, 1, open, 2, open, 2, and here's where I'm going to switch and play that top open string, okay? So I got nothing down when I play that one. Did you see how much my fingers were crossing in there? It's hard for me to even like speak it while I'm playing it, okay? I'm going to do that line one more time without speaking while I'm doing it. Okay? Now you might be used to hearing that line, that third line just a little bit different. Usually we hear dun 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 dun, but they took out some of those in between notes just to make it all quarter notes and a little bit easier for us. Now hopefully you notice that the third line is the same as the second line. It's the exact same. So if I look up there, everything's already highlighted correctly. And if you already learned the second line, you know the fourth line. Sorry, I think I misspoke. So this fourth line is the exact same as the second line. All right, I'm going to play that last line once. Got starting on my open string. Open, open, 1, 3, 3, 1. Open, change strings. Change strings, change strings. All right, so that's how it goes. I'm going to play the whole thing straight through. Hopefully I don't make any mistakes here. We'll see. All right, so I'm starting on open E string. I did make a mistake, and that's all right if you, have a few spots where you stumble a little bit. What I'd want to do is go back and I would want to fix whatever I messed up and just keep practicing that section until I can't get it wrong. And then I've got it fixed, right? So one other thing I want to point out is we usually hear a slightly different rhythm in the last measure of the first, second, and fourth lines. Usually we hear, right? Or if you play that rhythm, that's totally fine because you're used to hearing that. I won't take off points or anything like that. But they have it written out as quarter notes, so it's even rhythms. And you'll also notice I'm currently using just my thumb for playing this because it's only the 2 strings and I'm not going very fast. If I wanted to go faster with this, I'd want to use the correct fingers and change it to probably my second and third fingers or my first and second fingers. But I'm not going to go very fast on this one. So that's it. That's how it goes. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck practicing.